Hello, my dear friend. Welcome to Whispered Dreams. I'm so glad you are here tonight. Wherever you are in the world right now, whatever this day has held for you, you can set it all down. Every worry, every unfinished thought, every little thing your mind has been carrying, you can simply let it rest. Because this time, this quiet, gentle space belongs only to you. So let's begin together. Find your cozy spot now, if you haven't already. Maybe you are tucked beneath a soft, heavy blanket, feeling its warmth pressing gently against your body. Maybe your head is sinking into a pillow that seems to hold you perfectly, just as you are. Headphones on, lights dim, the world outside growing a little more distant. With every passing breath, let your eyes close softly, just like curtains drawn slowly against the evening light. And now, let's take a slow, easy breath together. Breathe in, gently. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it there, just for a moment. And now exhale, slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel how your body sighs a little with that breath. Feel how your shoulders drop just a little lower. Your chest a little softer. Let's do that one more time. Breathe in, deeply and slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold. And breathe out, letting everything go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you are, already softer, already quieter. Now, in this gentle stillness, I want you to take a small, peaceful journey through your body. Begin at the very soles of your feet. Feel them now, heavy, warm, at rest. Let any tension there simply melt away, like snow on a warm windowsill. Move up through your ankles, your calves, your knees, each one softening, releasing, settling deeper into the warmth beneath you, your hips and lower back, any tightness there, just drifting away, your stomach rising and falling so gently with each breath, your chest open and light, your hands uncurl your fingers if they are holding on to anything. Let your palms rest open, soft, receiving. Your shoulders, your neck, all that weight you carry there, you can set it down now. And your face, your jaw, your eyes, your forehead. Let every tiny muscle there smooth out like still water. You are here. You are safe. You are held. And as you rest in this beautiful stillness, I want to ask you something gently. Have you ever woken up in the soft gray light of early morning and felt something unexpected? A sudden clarity, a feeling that a problem you had been turning over and over had somehow, quietly, solved itself while you slept. Or perhaps an idea arrived with the dawn, something brilliant and true and new that you could not quite explain, as though some deeper, wiser part of you had been working all through the night, reaching through layers of shadow and stillness to bring you a gift. That is your mind in its deepest state, my friend. And tonight, we are going to walk gently together into the architecture of that beautiful, mysterious place, the labyrinth of your sleeping mind, where memories are woven into wisdom, where the self you are becoming is quietly being shaped. Let yourself drift forward now into the dream. Imagine, if you will, that you are standing at the edge of a vast and ancient library. It is night here, but not a dark or frightening night. The darkness here is warm and deep, like velvet, like the inside of a dream. The library stretches before you in every direction, its shelves rising so high they disappear into a soft golden haze above. And everywhere, there is the faintest amber light, like candlelight, like fireflies held gently in glass. You breathe in slowly, and the air carries with it the most wonderful scent. Old paper, warm wood, a faint trace of something like cedar and rain, the smell of accumulated time, the smell of every thought that has ever been thought, gently preserved, gently waiting. This is the library of your mind, dear friend. And you are not lost here. You have always known this place, even when you could not name it. Your bare feet move softly along the floor, which is smooth and warm beneath you, like stone that has held the sun all day. And slowly, gently, gives it back. There is no rush here, no deadline, no list waiting to be checked, only the soft sound of your own breathing and the faint, distant murmur of the library itself, as though the books are breathing too. This, my friend, is what happens as you sleep every night. When your waking mind finally grows quiet, A deeper architecture stirs, like a great ancient machine, beginning its truest work. The scientists call parts of it slow-wave sleep and REM sleep, but those are just words for something far more beautiful. They are words for the way your brain becomes a librarian. Think of that. Every experience of your day, every conversation, every color, every moment of warmth or worry arrives here, to this vast and amber library, and your sleeping mind begins to move through the stacks, quietly, deliberately, picking up what is meaningful, setting aside what no longer serves you, and weaving the rest into something new. You begin to walk deeper into the library now. The shelves on either side of you hold not books exactly, but something more like memories given form. You see a small glowing object. That might be the warmth of a kind word someone once said to you. On another shelf, something soft and blue that holds the feeling of a day by the water long ago. And further still, something gently luminous, an idea you almost had once, hovering just at the edge of your awareness. Your sleeping brain does something extraordinary with these things. It does not simply store them side by side, like items on a dusty shelf. No, it looks for the invisible threads between them, the connections that waking logic might never find. There is a reason artists wake with melodies they did not compose in waking hours. A reason scientists have solved theorems in dreams. A reason you sometimes wake with a feeling of deep, unearned knowing. Your sleeping mind has been moving through this library all night long, connecting shelf to shelf, memory to emotion, question to answer. Let yourself feel that now, the quiet wonder of it, that even as you rest, something in you is working, not striving, not forcing, simply discovering. Let's breathe together here, in the warm amber light. Inhale slowly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold gently. And exhale with ease. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Feel yourself settling even deeper. Your body growing heavier and softer with every breath. Your mind releasing its grip. Just a little more. Further into the library, you drift. And now, you arrive in a room you have not seen before. It is smaller than the main hall, circular, with a domed ceiling that glimmers faintly overhead. like a sky seen through still water. In the center of this room, there is the softest light you have ever seen. Not bright, not harsh, just present, warm and steady and gentle, like the feeling of being truly known. This is the place where your waking self is being reimagined. You may not have thought of it this way before, but the person you are, when you wake each morning, the way you make decisions, large and small, the way you respond to those you love, the way you navigate moments of uncertainty, all of it is being quietly shaped here. Deep sleep, my friend, is not merely the absence of waking. It is the presence of something profound. While the body rests, the mind consolidates the emotional weight of your experiences. It smooths the sharp edges. It finds the meaning in the ordinary. It turns the raw material of living into the refined understanding of a life. And you, by choosing to be here tonight, by giving yourself this gift of rest, are participating in that process. Actively, deliberately, beautifully. Sit down now in this glowing room. There is a seat here made for you, perfectly comfortable, like something your body has always known. Let yourself settle into it. Feel the warmth of this place wrapping around you like a shawl of softest wool. And let me tell you a little more about what happens here. During the deepest stages of sleep, the brain's neural networks enter a state of extraordinary collaboration. Regions that are kept separate during the busy rush of waking life begin to communicate, to reach across the usual distances and whisper to one another. The part of you that holds logic and the part of you that holds feeling begin to weave together like two rivers meeting in a quiet valley. This is where creativity is born. This is where breakthroughs happen. This is why, when you face a difficult decision, sleeping on it is not procrastination. It is wisdom. Your mind, during these deep hours, is also doing something remarkable with emotion. The memories that carry the heaviest weight, the ones that still make your chest tighten when you think of them, your sleeping brain revisits them gently, carefully, like a skilled restorer working on an old painting. It removes what obscures and preserves what is true. Research has shown something almost tender about this process. During REM sleep, the emotional tone of difficult memories is softened. The sting is drawn out. The understanding is deepened, so that when you wake, you carry the experience, yes, but without quite so much of its weight. You have felt this, haven't you, dear friend? The way a grief that felt unbearable in the evening sometimes shifts by morning. Not gone. Never simply gone. But somehow held differently, more gently. That is the labyrinth at work. Quietly, lovingly, on your behalf. And now, as you rest in this warm and circular room, the light around you shifts just slightly into something even softer, a color that is not quite blue and not quite gold, but something peaceful in between, like the sky at that exact moment. When day becomes evening, you feel your breathing slow, your thoughts, which perhaps were still drifting through when you arrived here tonight, begin to settle now, like sediment in a jar of water that has finally been set down and allowed to still. All those particles of thought, the conversations replayed, the things left undone, the hopes half formed, they are not disappearing. They are simply finding their place, being sorted gently by a process older and wiser than worry. Let that thought float away now, like a cloud passing softly across a pale winter moon, and drift a little deeper with me. There is another passageway from this room, a low, curved archway that leads into something like a garden, though you're still somehow inside a place that holds both shelter and openness, the warmth of walls and the soft breath of open air. You step through the archway, and the ground beneath your feet changes. Now it is cool, soft moss. Each step presses gently into it, and the moss springs back slowly like a sigh. Around you, the most delicate ferns uncurl. In the low amber light, their edges faintly glowing as though lit from within. The air here has a coolness to it, like a forest after rain. You breathe it in, and your chest opens wide. Your lungs fill completely with something that smells like earth and green and quiet. This is the garden of your becoming. Every night you sleep, every time you give your body and mind the rest they need, something grows here. An insight, a gentleness toward yourself you didn't have before, a tiny, luminous seed of understanding that only needed silence and darkness to take root. We don't often think of sleep this way. In the busy world outside, sleep is so often treated as the thing that interrupts the real work, something to minimize, something to to negotiate with. But here, in this garden, you can feel the truth of it. Sleep is not the interruption. Sleep is the very ground in which the best version of you is rooted. One more slow, deep breath together now. Breathe in, gathering in all this green, cool, living air. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it gently, feeling the fullness of it. And exhale, releasing everything that is not needed here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Your body is so heavy now. Your mind so soft. You continue through the garden at the most unhurried pace. There is a path of smooth, pale stones leading you forward, and you follow it without effort, as though you always knew the way. On either side of you, tall grasses sway. In a breath of air you can barely feel, whispering together in a language made entirely of comfort. And you begin to understand something here, in this dream garden, in this labyrinth of your own sleeping mind. You are not the same person who lay down to sleep tonight. Not in any way that should alarm you. Just incrementally, invisibly, beautifully different. Because this is what sleep does across a lifetime. Each night, a small and sacred transformation. The you who wakes tomorrow will carry insights formed tonight, connections made in the deep, a slightly smoother path between the feeling heart and the thinking mind. The decisions you face tomorrow, you are already, right now, preparing for them. Not by thinking harder or worrying longer, but by resting, by releasing control, by trusting this extraordinary, intelligent darkness to do what it has always known how to do. And that, my dear friend, is perhaps the most profound self-discovery of all. That you do not have to force the answers, that the deepest wisdom comes not in the striving, but in the surrendering, in the letting go, in the trusting. The path through the garden leads you now to a small, still pool. The water is perfectly calm, perfectly clear. In its surface, you can see the reflection of the soft glowing ceiling above, and the ferns and grasses leaning gently in from the edges, and you, your own reflection, still, peaceful, complete. You sit beside this pool, not to look for anything, not to solve anything, just to be, just to rest beside your own stillness and let it be enough. And it is enough. It is more than enough. The light around the pool is the softest thing you have ever seen. It falls like the memory of sunlight, diffuse and gentle and golden, touching everything it reaches without weight. You feel it on your hands, on your face, as warm as kindness. Your eyes, if they were open, would be growing very, very heavy now. And your body, already so close to the edge of sleep, is sinking just a little further, like a leaf drifting down through still water, slowly, without resistance, finding its way to the gentle dark below. Let it sink. Let yourself go. You are safe here. You are held here. The labyrinth of your mind is not a place to be solved or conquered. It is a place to be inhabited, wandered through with gentle curiosity, trusted. The paths here do not need to be mapped. They simply need to be walked. Night after night, in the most natural and beautiful act of surrender. Sleep is the bravest thing we do, the most human. To close our eyes and release our grip on the day, and trust the dark, and let the mind do what only it knows how to do. And you are doing it now, dear friend, right now, so beautifully. Now, as the scene softens, the garden, the library, the pool of still water, they begin to grow softer at their edges, like a watercolor painting left in the rain, the colors blurring gently, kindly into one another, the amber light deepening to something darker, quieter, the richest, most restful shade of night. You are returning now, not from the dream, but deeper into it, into the place below all images, below all stories, where there is only rest. Feel your body where it lies, the warmth beneath you and above you, the weight of your limbs, so heavy now, so beautifully heavy, as though you are made of soft earth, as though you belong to the ground, to the quiet, to the dark. Begin at your feet once more. Let them go completely. Imagine them melting softly into warmth and stillness. Let your ankles follow, your calves, your knees, all of it soft, heavy, dissolving into rest. Your thighs, your hips, the whole weight of your lower body given entirely to the bed beneath you, not holding, not bracing, just releasing. Your belly rises and falls with one slow breath. Your chest opens and lets go. Your shoulders drop the last little distance they have been holding. Your arms are so heavy now. Your hands are open. Your fingers uncurled, resting. There is nothing to hold on to here. There is only rest. Your jaw. Unclench it gently if you need to. Let your tongue rest soft in your mouth. Your eyes, already closed, growing heavier still. Your forehead, your temples, all smoothing out like still water, like the surface of that quiet pool. And now, I am going to count you gently downward. With each number, let yourself sink one layer deeper into this beautiful, restful dark. 10. Feel yourself drifting. 9. Softer. Heavier. 8. The last thoughts of the day are floating away now, like leaves on a slow river. 7. You are so comfortable, so warm, so held. 6. The library is quiet now. The garden still. 5. Halfway there, and so deeply, beautifully relaxed. 4. Your breathing, barely a whisper. Your body, barely a weight. 3. Sinking. Drifting, dissolving into rest. 2. Almost there, my dear friend. 1. Here you are, in the deepest, softest place, beyond thought, beyond effort, only rest. Only peace, only the quiet, brilliant darkness of your sleeping mind, beginning its most sacred work. Your thoughts are still now, still and quiet as the surface of a lake at midnight. Your body is heavy and warm and at peace. Your mind is free. Tonight, as you sleep, you are doing something extraordinary. You are letting go. And in letting go, you are growing, healing, becoming. The insights that are waiting for you in the deep will find you. They always do. You do not need to chase them. You do not need to understand them. You only need to sleep. And sleeping, you are already exactly where you need to be. Your mind is quiet now. Sweet dreams await. All the uncharted pathways of your beautiful, mysterious inner world are open to you tonight, and you will walk them gently, without fear, without effort, and wake tomorrow a little wiser, a little softer, a little more yourself. Thank you for joining me here tonight in Whispered Dreams. New stories and meditations arrive here every week, gentle companions for your quietest hours. If this brought you rest, share it with someone who needs a little peace. And I will be here whenever you need to come back. Good night, my friend. Drift away now. Drift away.